In Rajya Sabha, 59 retiring members of parliament were given a warm farewell on Thursday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the House works like a university where leaders learn from debate, discussions, and experiences. He thanked all members for their service and contribution to the country. Leader of opposition Mallikarjun Kharge made a humorous comment on former Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda, saying he saw the Muhurat when them but later joined hands with Modi. The farewell event was emotional and respectful. The Bharatiya Janata Party is likely to release its first list of candidates today for the upcoming Assam Assembly elections. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said the party will contest 89 seats. Its alliance partner Assam Gana Parishad and Bodoland People's Front will contest 26 seats and 11 seats respectively. Meanwhile, Congress MP Pradyut has resigned from the Indian National Congress. His resignation has created fresh political tension and may affect party's stand before the elections in the state. A tragic fire in Indore killed 8 people and injured 4 others. The incident happened when an electric car, a Tata Punch EV, caught fire during charging due to a short circuit. The fire quickly spread to a 3-story house. Victims included businessman Manoj Pugalia and his pregnant daughter-in-law Simran. Reports say the house had digital locks that failed to open, trapping people inside. Fire teams reached the spot, but the blaze had already caused major damage. Police are investigating the exact cause. The Government of India has ordered airlines to stop extra charges on 60% of seats in domestic flights. This move will give relief to passengers who often pay more to choose seats. The new rule also says that passenger book under the one PNR must be given seats together. This will help families and groups travel without separation. Airlines must follow the rule on all domestic routes. The government said this step is taken to improve passenger comfort and fairness. Passengers have welcomed the decision and called it a big relief. LPG consumption across India has fallen sharply, rising concern about supply and rising cost. In early March, usage dropped by 17% to 1.147 million tons compared to the same time last year. This fall is linked to supply problems caused by tension in West Asia. At the same time, demand for petrol increased by 13.2% and diesel by 8.2%. Due to shortage of commercial LPG cylinders, many restaurants and street food vendors are facing difficulties. According to a local circle survey, about 57% of restaurants and 54% of street vendors have increased food prices, making meals more expensive for common people. A bomb threat email was received at the Gujarat Assembly, causing panic. The message claimed a bomb was placed in the building and also warned of a missile attack on Mundra port. It used strong words against Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. Police bomb squads and security teams rushed to the spot. The assembly area was cleared and a search was carried out. No bomb has been found so far. Cyber teams are tracing the email senders. Security has been increased across Gujarat. The ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel has entered its 19th day and is becoming more serious. The United States has also become actively involved in the situation. Israel has warned that it may target Iran's new leader, Mujtaba Khamenei. Earlier, Syrian-Iranian leader Ali Larijani was killed in an Israeli strike. In response, Iran launched missiles at more than 100 locations, including Tel Aviv. Meanwhile, the US carried out heavy airstrikes near the Strait of Hormuz, targeting Iranian missile bases. In North Korea, the ruling party led by Kim Jong-un has won almost all seats in the parliamentary elections. The Workers' Party of Korea secured 99.93% of the votes, while voter turnout was reported at 99.99%. A total of 687 members were elected to the Supreme People's Assembly. The first session of the new assembly will be held soon in Pyongyang. Reports suggest that important decisions, including possible constitutional changes, may be taken and discussions are ongoing about declaring South Korea as an enemy nation. India's stock market saw a strong rally today. The BSE Sensex rose more than 700 points and is trading near 76,800. The Nifty 50 also gained around 200 points. Experts say buying in IT and real estate stocks pushed the market higher. Investors should possible mood due to a strong global cues and stable economic outlook. Major IT companies and realty firms led the gains. Analysts believe the market may stay strong if this trend continues. However, they also advise investors to stay cautious and watch global development closely. In a shocking decision, the Confederation of African Football has declared Morocco as the winner of AFCON 2025. This came after the earlier result in favor of Senegal was cancelled. CAF said Senegal's team made a serious mistake by leaving the field during the match. Officials called this action against the rules and spirit of the game. After reviewing the situation, CAF decided to award the title to Morocco. The decision has created debate among fans, players and football experts across Africa. The India Meteorological Department has issued a rain alert for most parts of India today except Uttar Pradesh and Delhi. Heavy rain is expected in several regions. In northern areas like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, snowfall has been reported affecting daily life and travel. Meanwhile, in Meghalaya, strong storms has caused major damage. Around 1,028 houses have been affected due to heavy winds and rains. Authorities are on alert and rescue teams are working in affected areas. People are advised to stay safe and follow weather updates. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.